Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss another scenario for find Qshell command, where we will see a process through which we can apply more than one filter on a find Qshell command in order to fetch specific data. Okay, so what we are going to do in this session, like I'll show you how we can apply two combination, which is the modified time and size. But it is not always fixed that you have to use only these two parameter. You can use anything, any filter you can apply, right, as per your requirement. And then uh, like we are just going to discuss like how we can make a combination of filters and through which how we can fetch the data. Once everything is clear, like initially we will start with the requirement process. Like I'll explain you how we can what are the need where we can utilize these things, and post that we will use we will try some Qshell commands on prompt. And after Qshell commands, we will try to execute the same with the clle program. Okay, so this would be our flow for today. So let's see how we will proceed with. Okay, so let me show you the requirement first. So for that, we are supposed to write work lnk here. So simply write work lnk. What work lnk will do, it will open the work with object link. Okay, so here you can see the default directory is /home/sharmit. Default directory is /home/sharmit. Okay, now in your case, like it would be a bit different because your username is different. So let's say if your username is abc, so in that case your directory would be /home/abc. Why I am telling this? Because when you are applying for a command, make sure to provide a correct directory, otherwise it will give you error. Okay, now if I scroll it down here, you will find there are various files and directories already available. Okay, so let's say if I am talking about this directory, which is Sharmit. Now in this directory, there are again we have multiple files or subdirectories present here. Okay, so at the moment we are at the location directory /home/sharmit/sharmit. Now just assume a scenario, you are working for a project and someone has asked you, or this is a requirement for your project, that we are supposed to filter out only those file which is modified in last 7 days and has size more than 1. Clear? Which has been modified in last 7 days or 5 days or 4 days as per the requirement, and the size is also like there is also one filter for the size. So in this situation, what we will do, we will use this find Qshell command in order to get the data. Okay, so let me show you the exact command which we can run here, and then we will try to run the same on Qshell prompt. So here you can see we have find /home/sharmit/textsharmit hyphen types f mtime 7 and size is +1. Okay, so this is our command. Now what we will do, we will execute this command on Qshell prompt. So let me copy it from here, and now we will discuss. Okay, so for that what we need to do, just write here qsh. What qsh will do, qsh will open Qshell command entry. Qsh command entry. Now in this qsh command entry, we will type this command, which is find space /home/sharmit/textsharmit hyphen type f m times 7 and size 1. Okay, so let's say we will break it into two parts. Okay, three parts. So let me remove the filters first. So if I try to hit enter on this command, so what it will do, I think you know about it because we have already discussed this many times. Like when you try to hit this command, which is find space /sharmit /home/sharmit/textsharmit hyphen type f. So what it will do, it will list down all the files from the directory. Doesn't matter like what is the size or what is the modified time, because at the moment we have not applied any filter on it, so it is populating all the files. Okay, all right, but this was not our requirement, right? We would like to fetch for multiple information, information on the basis of multiple filters. So let me hit and copy here. Yeah. So now if I run on this situation, what it will do? Mtime means modified time. So it will look only for those file which has been modified in last 7 days. On pressing enter, you can see it is printing slash home slash sharmit slash text sharmit slash test.xml. Okay. Likewise, if I press F9 again and if I put the remaining part which is size, so now what it will do, it will look for only for those file which has been modified in last 7 days, and also it contains the size greater than 1. Then only, so at the moment you can see it is printing only one file which is satisfying both the condition, which is slash home slash sharmit slash text sharmit slash test.xml. The good thing is that it is not only providing you the file name but also the path. So if you know the exact location of the file, then let's say if you would like to change only those file which is modified in last 7 days, then you can simply use this path as a directory and then you can uh, use it. Okay, so I think now it is clear. Now few rules for this command also, like it will follow the same rule. Like if you try to change the case of this find, it will not cause any issue. You can see I'm trying to fetch with capital find, it is working as expected. Likewise, if I make it as capital home or anything else, it will work as expected, right? But the moment when you change the type or the case of this text option, then it will give the error. For example, if I try to use capital type here, okay, type. So in case of capital type, it is giving us the error, the option hyphen type is not valid. Okay. Likewise, let's say if I'm change the size or because this thing we have already discussed, right? Individually when we covered these sessions, so we have discussed and we have already checked that yes, if you change any of the case of the option, it will give you error for sure. So same thing is happening here also, like it will give you error if the option type is different. Okay, so make sure that whenever you are applying this such type of scenarios, make sure to use the correct case, otherwise it will give you error. Now there might be one more question from you guys, like what will happen if I change the order, will it work? Let's say if instead of mtime, if I put size first, then will it work? Yes, for sure it will work. Why? Because this time we are not providing anything wrong, we are just changing the order. So changing the order does not cause any kind of issue, so you can freely put any order. Just make sure that you are providing the correct type. Okay, otherwise it will give you error. So this is the best way I have explained you, like through which you can easily apply more than 2 filters on a same file. Okay, on a same command in order to fetch the data. Otherwise what would happen, like otherwise like we will go with the basic approach, like firstly we will search for the size and for the modified time, but this is not the correct way. The correct way is to use the combination of both in the same. Okay, so that's why I have explained you like how we can use, and it is not always fixed that we have to use this size or modified time. You can use any option. Okay, it is up to you like how you are going to design it. So yeah, that's all for this command. Now I'll quickly show you how we can use the same on Qshell clle program. So here I have already created one program to find all the files with mtime and size. So you can see dcl is there for declaring the variable. So variable name is command, type is character, storage is auto, and length is 256. The variable is declared. Then you can simply write chg var, provide variable name, location command is find home sharmit text sharmit hyphen type f m times 7 size +1. So it is ready. Now the command is ready. Now it's time to execute it. So simply write strqsh, provide your variable name, and we are good with it. Okay, so let's quickly compile the program and call it. So you can see it is providing the correct output which we were expecting from it, because this is the only file which fulfill both condition. It is modified in last 7 days, and the size of this file is also greater than 1. Okay, so yeah, I think now it is clear to you like how we can use the combination of filters in order to fetch the data. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching TechSharmit.